nice. And then last night I got in bed and I was like, number 2, nice.
So you've watched the Mummy 1 and 2 in bed recently?
Consecutive nights.
Was there a Mummy 3?
It came out like 8 years ago. It was meh.
And then there's the Scorpion King as well.
Scorpion is a spin-off in it, but it's alright to do that.
It's got The Rock in it.
It's got The Rock. Actually, can you remember watching Mummy Returns?
Briefly.
Can you remember like The Rock playing the Scorpion King and actually being like a massive scorpion?
Yeah.
The CGI is awful.
Oh, it's fucking dreadful.
Like,
It's so bad.
Back then he was like, oh, that's alright, that.
I'm a bit of that.
Now it's like, oh, it's so bad.
Welcome back to the Big Man Small Man podcast. As always, I am Ryan Watson. I am joined by the UK's second best Peter Crouch impressionist. It's Mike Potter. Here he is. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Back from the international break.
So who's the best Peter Crouch impersonist? Who impersonates Peter Crouch?
I don't know. It's probably. I just didn't want to say you were the best at something because you'll let it get to your head.
Oh, well, it's Cristiano Ronaldo, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, there's only a select few of us that can do that.
Yeah, it's true. There is only a select few who can do what Crouchy has done.
Yeah. No, should we crack on?
Yeah. Well, no. I was gonna ask you how have you enjoyed the international break? It's your favourite time of the year, isn't it?
I hate the international break.
Oh my god, I hate it so
much. With a passion. It's not just that it breaks up the Premier League season, which is always boring, but you can fucking guarantee there's going to be a Liverpool player that gets injured in international duty. Every time.
But this time...
And this time, it's Animal, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, we've had Luke Shaw injury.
Yeah, to be fair, he's going to be a big loss for you now. He's been one of your better players this season so far.
He has. Yeah, let's crack on then. So, obviously we missed a week due to the internationals, because we just don't...
We are the Premier League, you see.
We don't care enough. But a shortlist has come about.
I mean, it's not really short, is it? It's 55 people.
No, well, yeah, it's not a shortlist. A list has been formed. It's the FIFA Pro World 11 nominees. I had to look at that. 55 players, and what me and Mike are going to do is sort of pick our World 11.
Yeah.
From the list. And then probably a big man, small man one. Like, we'll do a joint one. Like,
should we go through it as we go through? So you pick your defence, I pick mine, and we consult on what we have as the joint. Alright.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so let's start between the six. I feel like we're both going to have the same answer, yeah? Of David De Gea.
Yeah, I've gone for David De Gea.
Yeah, good.
I don't believe...
There's going to be some people like, ooh, I don't know. But at the end of the day, like, bar literally a mistake in the World Cup, he's been faultless.
Yeah, he's been insane. And also, for United, he's kind of picked up where he left off last season.
Yeah, he played a poor ball against Brighton, which...
Yeah, he did.
Which, like, you conceded from because Fred couldn't control it, and then a goal came from that. But post that, nothing.
It's been good. It's been okay this season. He was great last season. That double save from Sanchez last season was incredible. So I just don't believe there's anyone better than him. And maybe you could say Courtois because he had a really good World Cup, but then Chelsea last season weren't great either. So
yeah,
I'd say De Gea anyway. He's the best goalkeeper in the world in my opinion.
Right, well,
are we going for back four?
Yeah, I've got a back four.
Are we going? So are we doing right? Have you done an actual right back?
Yeah, we'll go right back, then
left back,
then centre.
Okay.
Right.
Who you got at right back?
I've got Joshua Kimmich.
Interesting.
I think he's very solid all season. Not just because for a young lad, just in general, he was dead good all last season for Bayern Munich, and it says a lot when you're a fullback banging 2 goals in a Champions League semi-final.
That's true.
So he was very, very steady. I know it's easy to look good at Bayern Munich, but you don't get in Bayern Munich unless you are good.
That is very true. I've gone for Kyle Walker.
It's a fair shout. Did good in the World Cup playing as like a right centre half, which helped quite a lot when Trippier was pushing up and Kyle Walker could fill in that gap if necessary.
I think he's one of the best right backs in the world.
He showed some really good he showed some good tactical versatility there.
And he's obviously part of one of Europe's best teams at the moment. I think he had a phenomenal season last year. He's going to have a just as good season this year. I think he's unreal, and he had a great season. So
yeah, that's fair enough.
Left back, and I feel like this is going to be the same.
Marcelo.
There's only one, isn't there? It's literally just Marcelo because he's
like,
that good.
He's got a shout to be better than Roberto Carlos. He's won more major trophies in his career.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that Roberto Carlos really has over him is that he's won the World Cup. Yeah, but Marcelo's also won 3 Champions League on a bounce.
And that is
and 4 overall. That's alright, that.
That's not bad. That's alright, that.
Yeah, it'll do.
You'd take that, wouldn't you? So your 2 centre backs, who you got?
I've gone for Diego Godin and Sergio Ramos.
Snap.
Nice. Right, I'm not gonna lie. I have a big hatred for Sergio Ramos
I know.
because for what he did in that Champions League.
He's a
final.
shithouse, but you need those in your team.
No, he's a top draw shithouse, so fair enough.
But he's also a good player. Like, let's not get this wrong. He's a very good player.
He's good at football. There's no doubting that. But
he is a shithouse.
He's a shithouse. But the thing is, it's like shithouse you want on your team opposed to playing against.
Yeah, exactly. And
so when you've got him, it's like, yeah, fair enough.
And Godin, great World Cup.
Great World Cup. Part of one of, I think, the Uruguayan conceded 2 goals in the World Cup, and they were both against France.
Yeah.
So that says a lot.
That's mad. Also, obviously part of the Atletico Madrid defense.
Yeah, is it Jimenez who plays centre half?
Yeah, Jimenez with him. Yeah.
Yeah, so that their club form just carried them straight through. I mean, they won the Europa League. And you say I know it's just a Europa League, but you still got to beat some teams.
Yeah.
Beat Marseille with a flying season. They beat Arsenal on the way as well, so fair enough.
Yeah, I think that is. So I've gone for a 3-man midfield.
As have I.
I've got. The first one I put in is Luka Modric. I don't think you can leave Luka Modric
You
out
can't.
because
No,
he is the best midfielder in the world at the moment.
Can't. So was in on that. Who else you got in there?
I've got N'Golo Kante,
The very same.
and then I've got Kevin De Bruyne.
Same. Like, are we just picking the same team here? Because like we're 8 players in, and we've got one different. Well, that's
I also have a feeling that our front 3 might actually be the same. So, Kante, World Cup winner. Okay, not the best season at Chelsea, but we already know he's unreal. Won the season before. He's just. I mean, he's like having 2 players on the pitch.
Kante had a good season at Chelsea.
That's true. He had a good season, but Chelsea just didn't.
The rest of the team didn't perform well. But like last season, like Chelsea's worst performances came when he wasn't in the side because he was injured or whatever.
And then I think Kevin De Bruyne picked himself.
Yeah, so he was unreal last season. Like it was just unfortunate that there was an absolute freak season by Mo Salah, but he didn't pick up.
Yeah, and those seasons don't happen every often. So, so front 3, I'll let you pick this.
I'm going Cristiano Ronaldo as main striker.
Yeah.
With Lionel Messi and Mo Salah playing just behind him.
Okay, so we've gone slightly different.
I'm going to say you put the same players in, however.
No.
There's
one glaring omission.
I think I know the omission. Is it Kylian Mbappe?
Mbappe in replace of Messi. That's what I've gone for.
I mean, Kylian Mbappe, fair enough, but did he do it throughout a league campaign as well, would you suggest? And particularly in the Champions League too?
Maybe.
I mean, I know like Messi only made it as far as the quarters, but that's 1 round further than PSG made it for a start.
That's fair enough.
And Messi came off the back of a season where Barcelona only lost 1 game, I believe. I think that was also a game where he didn't start.
Yeah,
Barcelona had a near invincible season. You can't ignore that, and Lionel Messi's obviously going to be a core part of it.
That's fair enough. I think Salah and Ronaldo pit themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Ronaldo, he only picked up during the second half of the season, but when he did, he was firing.
Crucial in Champions League.
The Champions League is his competition. World Cup bagged a hat-trick to save his team a point. So
Salah, obviously, Golden Boot in the Premier League, PFA Player of the Year, dragged Egypt to the World Cup. Okay, they didn't do good, but again, if you put Ronaldo in this Egypt side, does he drag them? Does he do anything?
I don't think any player does. I mean, I've heard a few people say around, and this makes a lot of sense that you can't say that a player isn't the best in the world if they can't win a World Cup, because unfortunately the nation they play for is not their choice.
Yeah.
Like Ronaldo's not won a World Cup, but he's been won Ballon d'Or many times.
Yeah. So
I think players like that have to be in the question.
So if we're going to put this together, and we've only got 2 differences.
Yeah. I am willing.
I'm going to concede Messi.
Yeah, I would have Kyle Walker in my team if you have Messi in yours.
So that's the team. So we've got De Gea, Walker, Ramos, Godin, Marcelo,
De
Bruyne, Kante, Modric, Salah, Ronaldo, Messi.
Yeah, I can go for that. I'm more than happy with that. I think I'll do a job, won't it?
Would that team win the Champions League?
That team would.
Decimate. It would decimate.
They would all play 90 minutes every week, and they would be able to take the foot off the gas for the second half because they'd already be 3-0 up. And they'd win every game like that.
So that's our team. Let us know your team, or is there anyone we're missing you feel should deserve a shout?
Honourable mentions, who we got?
Harry Kane.
Yeah, I mean, he had a quality season. He won the Golden Boot in the World Cup, but I think that's by proxy. Considering he scored one goal from open play, and that deflected off him.
Mm.
Like, I think he scored 3 penalties and then 2 others from a corner and a free kick.
Yeah, that's true. But I think he does get an honourable mention.
He does.
I
think David Silva needs a shout out. He was quality, absolutely phenomenal for Man City last season.
Do you know what one thing that is weird for me in the goalkeeper list isn't Edison?
I think he deserved a shout out, but also, can you put him up there when he's then playing second choice for his country?
That's
so
true.
the goalkeeper also wasn't in that list.
That's true, but he had a phenomenal season.
He had a really good season, but again, I mean, I could probably keep 15 clean sheets playing in net for Man City last season.
That's true. Who else? Honourable mentions: Varane, probably.
Yeah. Van Dijk. I know, like you can only argue, but he only had half a season really. He was phenomenal in that half season.
I probably would have picked Van Dijk had he had a full season.
If he had a full season playing at that level, you'd say it, yes. And obviously, unfortunately, Holland didn't make the World Cup as well, and you just got to think what sort of impact would he have had on the World Cup if he had played.
Casemiro, I feel like he's an honourable mention.
Yeah, he was quality for Real Madrid last season.
Rakitic, possibly.
Yeah, did really well for Barcelona, again, integral part of that team, and World Cup finalists.
I think they're my main ones.
Ivan Perisic gets a shout out for me as well.
Yeah.
I thought he was mad in the World Cup. When Croatia played England, all eyes were on Modric, but for me it was Perisic at Real.
Yeah, he had a really good
he was the one making things happen for him, really. Modric who controlled the play and dictating tempo, but it was Perisic who was one getting at players, trying to unlock the door, so to speak.
So that's our fifth pro team.
Who's your manager? Or is there really only one man we chucked in this?
It's Pep.
Yeah, it's Pep.
I think Pep's got to be the manager of that. Pep, or I'd say Zidane, but Pep.
I mean, yeah, you got to give a shout out to Zidane. But yeah,
I think it's Pep. Have you seen that UEFA are planning a third European competition?
Yes.
That could be introduced alongside the Champions League and the Europa League in 2021. What? I'm just gonna initial thoughts. What do you think? Good, bad?
It's nice for other clubs to get a little bit more pedigree as well. It'll put a bit more prestige on the likes of, I don't know, a Wolves, for example, in the Premier League, who might finish 8th.
Yeah.
So it would be intriguing to see how it would be decided as well, because it's supposed to be very reminiscent of Club Winners' Cup. So the winner of the FA Cup goes into it, the winner of the Spanish version of the FA Cup and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I've heard it's going to be something similar to that.
Do you know what it would be good for?
What?
Scottish football. And I don't like Scottish football, but how often do any of those teams get to play in Europe?
Scottish football's alright, to be fair. I mean, we've all played Sunday League before. Yeah, we've all been there.
No, but I think that those teams, it will show how good they actually are.
Yeah, that might be. Are you familiar with what's happening with the Iron Brew Cup in Scotland?
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah. Scotland have an Iron Brew Cup.
Is that their version of the FA Cup?
No.
Ah.
It's their version of a Johnson's Paint Trophy.
Oh.
It's a FA Trophy.
The Iron Brew Cup, by the way.
It's for the lower league sides in Scotland.
Yeah.
And they've recently started including cult teams, so Celtic on the 23s, etc.
Yeah.
They're now
kind of like the
eligible
check
to
and
play.
trade trophy is.
Yeah, they're now eligible to play, but they've opened it up to other British clubs. So I think there's a couple of non-league English teams in there now.
All right.
And I'm pretty sure there's a couple of Northern Irish teams as well.
Interesting. In the Iron Brew Cup.
Yeah. That I know. We'll get back onto this other UEFA competition in a moment, but would you be open to a British cup or a British league if it came to it?
A cup, yeah, not a league, but a cup, because we already have Swansea, Cardiff, Wrexham, stuff like that.
Yeah, so they're all
Newport.
within the English football pyramid. So in theory, it wouldn't be a big problem.
No.
Do you think Celtic and Rangers genuinely would be down for it? Because I know financially they're gonna be like, yeah, Premier League revenue, and we have like massive attendance at our stadium. It makes perfect sense.
But would they?
But then they lose their prestige when Celtic are finishing mid-table.
Yeah, and not winning as many titles as they did.
Yeah.
I think they'd be more into a cup competition. I think that'd be a really good idea.
Yeah.
The Iron Brew Cup coming to the Premier League. But yeah, I think this would be a really good idea. Having sort of an extra thing. What they've said they'd do is reduce how many teams are in the Europa League, because it's 48 in the Europa League. You have an extra round compared to the Champions League.
Yeah,
reduce
you have
that
32, don't you?
to the same as the Champions League, and then
So the third
single
place in the Europa League goes through to the.
and I think like what they'd do is have 32 teams in each.
See, this strikes me that one step closer to European League, where you have like the Champions League being the Premiership. You call it the Premiership anymore. The Champions League being the Premier League.
The Carling Premiership.
The very same. Then under that you've got the Europa League, which is basically the Championship, and then this new tournament would be League One effectively.
Yeah, well, we'll just have to see.
It seems like it's stepping in that direction.
I think it would be a great idea. Anyway, I'm all for it.
I like the idea that it can level the playing field for like lesser clubs to get that opportunity, but it then makes me think, does that take away some of the prestige of the Champions League and Europa League as well? Because
the Europa League doesn't have prestige, mate. Don't even.
You say that, but when Burnley qualified for it, they were like, yeah.
Yeah, that's because they've never done that.
Yeah, it was a big thing. Yeah, well, what about Wolves when they do it?
Well, Wolves could go to the Europa League. It'd be fine.
Yeah, if Wolves go to Europa League, but then you're like, it doesn't feel great for Everton, who are there every season. It's like, yeah, we've been doing that forever now. It doesn't feel special anymore.
Maybe, but I think it's a really good idea. That's me. I'm saying I'm final answer locked in. I think it's a banging idea.
I'm undecided. It depends a lot about the format of it.
That's true. Yeah.
It's yet to see, because I remember 8 years ago maybe there was talk of the Champions League and Europa League joining as one thing. Stupid. And at the time I was actually a little bit down for it, because Liverpool were probably at the lowest at that point, and we were just qualifying for Europa League. So at that point I was like, yeah, get us back into that. Please.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because obviously you can't make marquee signings when you're not really a top club.
I'm going to move on to this La Liga USA debate that keeps coming up, and I don't want to dwell on it too much because we have fully
go for it.
We've rinsed it. But a brief update is that they've said Girona's home match against Barcelona would be played in Miami. However, the players will have the final say on it, and the AFE, which is obviously the union, have said that they would rather it not happen, kind of thing. Because I think in more Barcelona's idea, I think Girona would fucking love it. The revenue that they get for it.
I know, it depends how the revenue would be split, I suppose.
Yeah. But La Liga has also said that they're going to subsidise travel and accommodation for fans affected, but I still don't like the idea of it.
Yeah, but if that's the case, then what's the fucking point?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
just so some Yanks can
in theory,
if
you're doing it abroad, the idea of that is to then get the fans from that country involved. But if you're then subsidising fees from your own for fans from the local fans, then surely all that's mean is
just
that
play
the people that would be going from the States can't get them tickets because the existing fans are already getting them.
Just go to Girona. Just play it in Girona, or wherever the actual place is called. I don't know if it's actually Girona. I think it is.
No, I'm against it anyway. I don't see any way where it comes out good from and it's weird as well because you said the AFE just said they're not really fancying it. That's come a long way from the fuck off that they gave 2 weeks ago.
That is true.
Like it seems like they're backing down. Like they're yielding somewhat, which would be a shame.
We'll see how that pans out, because no doubt we'll probably rinse it a little bit more.
Yeah, follow here for the latest news.
Yeah. Hugo Lloris has been a naughty boy, hasn't he?
He has.
He's only gone and
done it.
He's only gone and been twice over the limit whilst driving, the mad bastard.
Yeah.
Fined 50k. Pleaded guilty, the little mad head, French mad head.
I'm not entirely sure on the punishment for driving offences and violations, so I can't comment too much.
He's been slapped with a driving ban as well.
Would such thing have happened to you or I? But if we were fined, we definitely wouldn't have been fined 50 grand.
No,
So I'm gonna assume the fine is in relation to his earnings.
probably, but still been a naughty boy.
He has still been a naughty boy, but if you or I were driving twice over the limit, would we probably get something similar? Probably a driving ban, a course, and a fine.
Yeah, probably.
A few points. So most people would get the same thing. So
I think it's just amplified because obviously his status and.
Yeah, but no, I don't feel like we should be like, oh, footballers get away with everything. He's been given a slap on the wrist, but most people would get a slap on the wrist. So I don't feel like we need to talk too much about it. However, regardless, it's been foolish.
Foolish, man! But what's not foolish is this next segment that I have devised.
I'm intrigued. Is this one of the ones you told me you weren't going to tell me about?
Well, I am now because it's on the podcast. Football facts. I've got some football facts for you, and I want you to. What is the highest ever attendance at Old Trafford? It is. I can give you the attendance, but for what game was it? It's 76,962 in 1939. It was an FA Cup semi-final between who?
And it was Old Trafford.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's the highest ever attendance at Old Trafford. Not
Right.
ever.
No, I'm thinking now. This doesn't necessarily mean that it was a Manchester United game.
No, because it's an FA Cup semi-final.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
And this is me going off my football manager knowledge because I'm pretty sure it's in the club facts on football manager.
Right.
Against either Wolverhampton Wanderers or one of the Sheffield teams.
Wolverhampton Wanderers did play in this game, but Liverpool didn't.
Oh,
It was a game between Wolverhampton Wanderers and Grimsby Town. In March 1939. I thought you'd love that fact.
Right, so how do you feel knowing that Grimsby Town pulled in an attendance bigger than anything Cristiano Ronaldo did at his time at Manchester United?
All I'm saying is, the Mariners.
Mariners.
It's all the Mariners. But yeah, I thought you'd quite like that. I've got another one, if you want me to reel this.
I'm a fan of that.
So since the Champions League was rebranded to the Champions League in 1992, who was the first British player to win it?
Steve McManaman.
Nope. It's in 1997. I'll give you a little clue.
Gary Lineker?
It's Paul Lambert, Borussia Dortmund, 1997.
Oh, yeah, he was in that Dortmund team as well, wasn't he? It's weird that saying Paul Lambert.
Yeah,
The
Champions League winner.
The Stoke City manager who always wears a rugby shirt.
So, yeah, there we go.
That's a good one, that.
I've got another fact, but it's not one that you need to guess. It's just Livingston Stadium's called the Tony Macaroni Arena, and that's hilarious.
It is. Oh, we were watching Soccer Saturday and that came up.
Yeah.
Like,
The
nice.
Tony Macaroni Arena!
The Antonio Macaronio.
Big European nights at the Tony Macaroni.
That's mine.
That's my football facts for the week. Next week, I want you to give me some football facts,
Okay, I'm with that.
and we'll, bit of a laugh in it.
Yeah. Nice.
You don't know where to go for that, do you?
No. Lead me down this road. Where are we at next?
The Nations League. The UEFA Nations League. I'm not going to explain it, because nobody cares. However...
I don't think anybody knows.
Nobody knows.
No,
So,
I feel like I've got a decent grasp on it. How much do you know about how it works, or is it basically only from what I've mentioned to you?
I know from various videos and articles that I've read, but I still don't fully understand it. But let's not go into that road. Let's not dive into that. Does it really make the games more contested, at all?
In theory, yes, just because it provides you with another route of qualifying for the European Championships, which is great. However, those teams that are going to win the Nations League are the teams that we basically had down for European Championship qualifiers anyway, so it's doesn't matter too much. But can we talk about the Euros a little bit? Because it's moving away from its standard system, isn't it, when it takes place? It takes place all over Europe now.
Yes.
Like the finals at Wembley Stadium, isn't it?
Wait,
Yeah.
Hallowed turf.
The whole turf of Wembley.
Yeah.
Under floodlights.
It'd be
Big
good.
European night.
It'd be good. It'd be interesting in time zones and jet lag and stuff, especially if team play in Russia.
I'm going to assume groups are geographically sorted, so you know groups A and F, for example, would play their games in Eastern Europe, and then as they progress around, it goes differently.
Let's go through a couple of results. Not going to go too much into this because, again, we don't care about the international football, but there's a couple of bits. England lost 2-1 to Spain.
I didn't watch the match or any of the highs, other than the Welbeck goal, which was disallowed.
And it was a goal.
It should have stood.
Luke Shaw played a great ball to Marcus Rashford for us to go 1-0 up. Unfortunately, he suffered he had a clash with Carvajal. Carvajal then went to go see Luke Shaw in the changing room, but obviously by that point he'd already gone. I think he'd already gone to hospital or whatever. So he asked De Gea for his number to text him to make sure, obviously, there was no malice in the challenge and that. And Luke Shaw was like, "Yeah, no, there wasn't."
So, that's good. Good player and Carvajal. It's nice.
It's nice. We'll move on to Spain 6, Croatia 0.
Oh, this is a game. We watched the highlights early, didn't we? And I've got to say, Spain looked like they played phenomenal.
This is
Like,
the World Cup finalist, by the way.
Wait, the thing is, does this make England's performance against Spain look a little bit better for us now?
Maybe.
Is this like a Spain that's just got an ace out of nowhere, which makes a lot of sense considering like they were in dismay going into the World Cup?
No, I think it's just one of them mad games that just happens every now and again. You get a mad game. France 2, Netherlands 1, Denmark 2, Wales 0, Portugal 1, Italy 0, Iceland 0, Belgium 3. The kind of results that you kind of expect. But that's the international roundup. I don't want to waste any more time because what I want to get into. The Unnamed Bookmakers Challenge.
The Unnamed Bookmakers Challenge.
The Unnamed Bookmakers Challenge.
So let's go over our scores from last week first.
Well, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I've missed football so much.
Right.
Where are we at? I don't know where I'm at. This is the one. I've got my...
Right. So, me from last week.
Yeah.
I had Manchester City to win. They did.
Yeah.
I had Wolverhampton Wanderers to win. They did.
Yeah.
I had Everton to win. They did not.
They did. They drew.
I had Palace to win. They did not.
Yeah.
I had Chelsea to win. They did.
Yeah.
I had Brighton to win. They did not.
Yeah.
I had Liverpool to win. They did.
Mhm.
I had Watford to draw. They won.
Mm.
I had Burnley to draw.
No,
They
you
lost.
won, yeah.
I had Arsenal to win, and they won. So that gets me 6.
I had Fulham to beat Brighton. Didn't happen. I had Liverpool to win. Happened. Chelsea to win. Happened. I had Palace to win. They lost. I had Everton to win. They drew. I had Wolves to beat West Ham. They did. I had Man City to beat Newcastle. They did. I had Arsenal to beat Cardiff. They did. I had a draw with Man United and Burnley. Man United won. And I had Tottenham to beat Watford. And obviously, Watford won. Which is the surprise fixture, result of that game week. So that puts me on 5 for that week, which means I've got 25 and you've got 24, and it's tight. It's tight.
Right over there, yeah.
It's gonna be good. Bits are happening.
Bits are
So quickly go through the results. Liverpool 2, Leicester City 1.
Fair result.
Fair result.
Leicester really pushes in that second half.
They were the better side.
Our defence actually held really tight, which
just
impressed me. It was that
mistake by
one
Alisson.
ridiculous mistake by Alisson, but still, it actually shown we are still very good defensively. If the only goal we conceded is from a ridiculous mistake, so that's good.
West Ham 0, Wolves 1. West Ham still not picked up a point yet.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit scary for West Ham now.
It's got to be, right?
Like,
especially after all that investment.
Yeah. At first I thought, well, losing away to Liverpool, fair enough. Bournemouth at home is like you should be picking up a win there, but Bournemouth are in good form.
Yeah.
So Arsenal away, fair enough if you lose that. But then you got Wolves at home, you need to pick up at least a point off that.
Well, they're just not looking good.
I know Wolves are a newly created team, and they're a good team, but you still need to be picking up points.
Yeah. Everton 1, Huddersfield 1, standard. I thought Everton was a bit of probably lost points for them. Crystal Palace 0, Southampton 2. Crystal Palace losing at home, and I thought they played well against Liverpool. Played some good stuff.
Telling you, mate, Danny Ings effect.
Danny Ings effect. Chelsea 2, Bournemouth 0. Brighton 2, Fulham 2. Man City 2, Newcastle 1. Cardiff 2, Arsenal 3. Mad game. Arsenal can't defend for shit. Cardiff are shit.
Yeah, it says a lot when you concede to
a team that hadn't scored at that point.
Yeah.
Watford 2, Spurs 1. Fucking get in, Watford. They maintain their 100% record along with Liverpool and Chelsea, and Burnley 0, Manchester United 2. And the only thing, well, there's two things I want to talk about that game. Rashford's red card. Don't think so. Well, I can understand why.
It was a red.
Bardsley
However, Bardsley should have had something done to him for his little kick out earlier.
But the only thing I really want to talk about is the pink kit. I love it. I'm getting it. I'm getting the pink kit.
It's a bit too pale for my liking, but you know, if that colour isn't
pale, yeah, it has to be pale because our normal kit's red.
Yeah, so it's like
So I'm gonna get that pink.
Is that your away or the third kit?
It's the away kit. The third kit's blue and gold.
Interesting.
So let's move into next week. I've got my bet slip here. I've got the fixtures in chronological order on my screen. Spurs-Liverpool is the opening game of the weekend, and whoo-hoo! What a fucking banger!
It's going to be an interesting one. If Spurs had won against Watford, and I'd probably put this down, Spurs would win, to be honest.
Because they lost to Watford.
Because they lost. Even if they drew at Watford, I thought, ooh, I don't know, Spurs might have this.
Yeah.
But, I've gone for Liverpool to get a draw out of this.
I've gone for a draw as well. You got smashed by them at Wembley last season. This was meant to be the
Did it
first
fall?
game at their new stadium, wasn't it? But obviously, fucked it.
Yeah, fuck it. But,
Yeah, I've gone for a draw. Bournemouth versus Leicester. Where's that on my thing? I've gone for a draw on that as well.
I've gone for a Bournemouth win.
Interesting.
Is Jamie Vardy back from suspension for this game?
I believe no, he's not.
Okay, well, Jamie Vardy's out then, so that's their main goal scoring threat gone. Bournemouth have been in good form. I know Demarai Gray and Ben Chilwell have been in really good form. So is James Maddison, actually. James Maddison deserves an England call, by the way.
Yeah.
But, I just think Bournemouth seem to be very just good this season.
Yeah, they are. They're looking good. Chelsea, Cardiff. I think we've both definitely got Chelsea for that one.
Oh,
Cardiff are garbage.
I think Chelsea are going to absolutely
They're gonna
smash this.
They're gonna run through them like a train, mate.
I feel like now's the time to put Eden Hazard in your dream team.
Oh yeah, 100%. Shit, I've not even looked at my dream team yet. Huddersfield versus Crystal Palace. I've actually gone for a Crystal Palace win, which is...
I've got a draw. I feel like if this was at Selhurst Park, I'd have a Palace win all day. But I reckon Huddersfield are going to hold on at home.
Yeah, now looking at that, I'm probably feeling the same. Man City versus Fulham, I've got City to win, but I think Fulham will give them a decent game.
City to win. I won't be shocked if Mitrovic bagged a goal there.
He bagged on international duty as well, didn't he?
Did he?
He can't stop scoring. Mitro can't stop scoring.
Good lad.
Get him in your dream teams, lads. Newcastle versus Arsenal at St James's Park. I've gone Arsenal.
I've gone Arsenal. It's going to be a tough one.
It's going to be another Rafa sit-back masterclass
I'm
thing.
not sure.
Or do you think he'd go at Arsenal a little bit more?
He'd go at Arsenal a little bit more.
That defence.
Would have gone at Chelsea or
City.
Yeah.
Watford versus Manchester United. Interesting because obviously Watford at home have a...
Watford beat Spurs who beat Man United, so...
Yeah, but I don't think it works like that.
No, I
Football's unpredictable. And
football's a rock, paper, scissors, mate.
And I've gone for a Manchester United win.
I've gone for a draw. Watford in good form. I'm going to see Man United have a lot more players on international duty as well.
That's true.
Troy Deeney and Andre Gray are going to be fit and firing because they've had 2 weeks off.
True.
So, yeah, I reckon Watford could do some bits.
Wolves versus Burnley. Burnley looks shocking as well. Golden Wolves.
I reckon Burnley are going to pick up their form a lot more
now
they've
not got
the fixtures.
Fixture congestion, but I feel like Wolves have got them.
Yeah, Wolves are definitely.
Wolves have got the quality, and they're just gonna
Yeah, the quality will see improve eventually.
Everton versus West Ham. I've gone for Everton.
I've gone for Everton.
I think West Ham are still not going to be able to pick up a point. Pressure's going to be mounting on Pellegrini. They've not had an easy run in by no means. Well, but still, they should be doing better than they are. I've gone for Everton to win.
Yeah. Same.
Southampton, Brighton, and I've gone for Southampton.
Yeah, I've done Southampton on this one.
Is at home?
Southampton in good form. Dennings.
Bit of a derby.
Yeah, it's a nice little South Coast derby, isn't it?
Bit of a derby. But yeah,
it's
I'm
weird
thinking
because Brighton don't have a real like local rival. So
this
against
is the closest.
Against
Bournemouth,
Southampton, Pompey.
Bournemouth.
And there's a thing with Palace, isn't there?
There's a thing with Palace because of the Seagulls, Eagles.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I've got. So, how much do you get back from yours?
Off £1 in my unnamed bookmakers challenge, I get £1,219.34.
If you win that, will you buy me a pint?
If I win that, I will buy you 4 pints.
4.
Yeah. interesting.
Okay. From Pounder, I get £741.60, and I will also buy you £4 if I win.
Nice.
But like nothing premium like a Carlin or something like that.
Yeah, but if I get a lot more back.
Yeah,
so
you get a lot more back.
I'll buy you a San Miguel. I'll
Oh.
buy you 4 San Miguel.
First,
San Miguel.
is that the plural to San Miguel? San Miguel.
It is now.
San Miguel, private eye.
That went weird.
Who's done bits this week? Who's done bits this week?
Shout out for Marcus Rashford.
Marcus Rashford scoring in both England's
Twice.
games.
Yeah. Added another stadium onto his England tally as well.
Yeah, scored at King Power now.
Because it's King Power Stadium, White, Elm Road, and obviously Wembley, all for England.
Yep.
So that's not a bad shout.
I think Rashford's up there. I think Hazard had a scintillating game against Scotland, but against Farmers it's easy to be that good. Lukaku scored a couple of goals on internationals. Are we even going to go into the fixtures last week? Not 2 weeks ago. I'd say I don't know. Has anyone done enough? Kyle Walker's goal was a bit good.
Garcia.
Yeah.
Finding out a good win against Spurs. Playing 2 big men up top as well. It's very rare to see a strike partnership these days, so it's nice to see it's working for him.
Don't see that in the modern game anymore.
Nice. It's nice to see.
Was it a big man, small man?
No, it was big man really, wasn't it?
2 big men!
Andre Gray's like
Coming at you!
in a similar mold to Rodine, except maybe a bit faster.
Yeah, probably.
So, yeah, good to see.
I think I'd go with him. He's my...
Garcia.
Yeah. He's
done some bits, and it's going to be nice to see how he sets his team against Man United as well. Hopefully they'll play with the same sort of freedom.
Who's the loser of the week?
Loser of the week?
Alisson?
It's not a bad shout to give it Alisson, to be fair.
Losers.
Spanish FA.
Spanish FA. You know what? There's not been that much to report to have a loser.
No one's really done much.
So if we've got to give one, I'd probably say Alisson.
I can settle on Alisson.
But he was ultimately a winner because he won. But
He won the
this
game.
whole he's sick with his. It was just a stupid thing. Look,
The thing is,
it's not going to happen again.
if this happens at Chelsea, I don't think anyone talks about it.
Because you've got a goalkeeper crisis.
Alisson came into a club where we had a dodgy keeper.
Yeah, you've got a goalkeeping
So all eyes
situation.
were going to be on him around that. I'm like, is he going to be the next one to do it?
Yeah.
But if he played for Chelsea and just replaced a very good Courtois, no one really said it was like, he's probably up to making all them saves.
Yeah.
That'd be that.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's spot on there. But I just think just because there's not many people to give it to, he's the loser of the last 2 weeks.
On that.
The last 2 weeks. It's been a bit of a short one this week, hasn't it?
Yeah,
But obviously
not
international.
really much to report on, is there?
No, no one sent us a tweet, but I did see a tweet.
Country.
You've seen this one anyway, but so you're not gonna have like a.
I think I know what this is already.
I fucking lost it, but so.
Can I guess?
No.
Or
I'm gonna say it, but I know you know which one it is. You know which one it is. So game.co.uk tweeted, "What's your favourite weapon from a video game?" And someone quote retweeted it with Adriano's left foot in Pro Evo 6.
I can't argue that.
That's such a good tweet.
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of the latest PES as well.
Yeah. Mike bought. We played the PES demo. Mike bought PES based on us playing the demo.
Yeah.
What do you reckon to it? Might as well have a little chat about
this
it.
is my first year playing PES.
What?
I've never switched over. I've played it once or twice at a mate's house in the past and thought.
I used to be
it's good.
PES. From PES, I was PES 4, PES 5, PES 6, and then I bought the next PES after that, and I thought it was shite, and then moved on to FIFA.
See, I've always been FIFA from FIFA 04 onwards.
I moved on to FIFA when it came to Xbox 360 and PS3. That's when PES started losing it. PES on the PS2, best football games I've played. PES 6 is my favourite football game.
Well, I think mine probably goes FIFA 07. That was when FIFA really hit me. Like, I played FIFA 04 quite a lot. It was the first football game I had. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was Football Manager. It was Championship Manager, the first football game I had.
What's the first football game?
0102 Championship Manager.
0102. What a game. My first football game was.
I still have it actually. I still have a disc in my room right now.
I think the first football game I actually played was FIFA 98 Road to the World Cup.
Nice.
You could do a five-a-side indoor football on that. Bring that back. That'd be sick.
I mean, it's in the latest FIFA 18, isn't it? It's a lot of bits about on journey mode.
Yeah, but it's not this. I want to be able to play.
There's a lot of new additions in there, like the basically replacing lounge mode in FIFA.
Yeah, like there's house rules and stuff. That'd be interesting. FIFA demo comes out tomorrow.
Does?
Well, as we're recording this, we're on the 12th. Wednesday the 12th. Comes out on the Thursday.
Yeah, so as this podcast is released, you'll be able to play the FIFA demo.
Yeah,
people.
You'll be playing the FIFA demo, listening to this podcast.
We'll have to give it a little bit of a go. We'll give it a little bit of a review as well for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about.
What do you reckon? Well, quickly.
Should we talk about the football games as they come out? Because we've spoken a little bit about PES. By the way, guys, we actually haven't spoken about PES. We just said that we used to play others.
Yeah. So, what do you actually think to PES 2019?
New PES is very good core game regarding the gameplay.
The gameplay itself,
the gameplay surpasses FIFA.
Really nice.
Tenfold, but
emphasizes on like the slow build up, the actual passing. If you play possession based football, it's so fun.
PES is resembles real football a lot better. It's a more accurate representation of how football really is. PES. However,
if you're a man who's into his licenses
it's not just that.
Your game modes.
Yeah, even regarding the gameplay, like FIFA, like what makes it so good is it can be so fucking wild and wacky.
It's not even that.
Like that makes it fun. That's why people play Call of Duty rather than sign up for the army, because it's more fun to play COD.
Yeah, no.
Than do the real thing.
Then die.
Yeah. so like I think if you want a more surreal real life football experience, well, you've got to play PES.
Yeah.
As far as gameplay goes.
Yeah.
If you just want to level up with your mates, it's probably best FIFA.
But PES obviously loses it with the licenses. Obviously, you can get an option file on PlayStation and PC. But
yeah, the PES community does really well for that, actually.
And to be fair, it looks quite good on your PS4. But the licenses are shit. Master League's not that great. Okay, career mode on FIFA's not amazing, but Master League's not great. Obviously, now they've lost the Champions League license.
They have, but it's the same competition anyway, isn't it? It's just without their name Champions League.
Yeah, but it's got the whole presentation, prestige. And I think the menus are shite in PES as well. I think they haven't updated enough in PES for a while. The gameplay wise, amazing, but FIFA's obviously got the game modes.
Like the Manager mode isn't bad. Like the big thing for me is you can't adjust like what you're spending on players as well. Like you get given you just get given a bar of how much you want to spend it rather than just like I want to spend 50 million on him. Sorry, you can only go up to 40 million.
Yeah,
why?
Yeah, it's really strange how they've done that. But good game. We've been playing a couple of games. I had a couple of good games on it.
Yeah, we've played each other quite a bit and I've enjoyed it.
You're definitely better at that than me.
But I played PES a lot more than you have in this last week and a half or so, haven't we? So I'm obviously going to be a bit more savvy on it.
I need a couple of games under my belt. But yeah, that's that. We'll talk about FIFA when that comes out. I've got that pre-ordered.
Yeah,
so
we'll talk about FIFA when it comes out. I'll delve into Football Manager a bit when it comes out as well, because Ryan, you're into Football Manager, but I'm a very keen Football Manager player.
I'd say I'm a casual Football Manager gamer. Mike is like, we'll book the week off for the last one. I booked a week off work for the last Football Manager.
I will go on record right now and say my last relationship, it deteriorated horribly because of Football Manager, and honestly, I'm fine with that.
I mean, at the end of the day, who's still there for you?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Football Manager.
She may have broken up with me, but at the end of the day, I still got down from League 2 to Championship in 3 seasons.
That's back to back to back.
That's get promoted first season. Escape relegation.
Oh yeah, so yeah,
second season.
so yeah, not back to back. Yeah.
The third season, I went up there playoffs.
That's mad.
That's alright. That.
And you know what?
Build. So building process.
It's got a new bird now anyway, so.
Yeah.
Hey, birds and that.
Birds and that.
Should we call it there?
Yes, we'll adjourn here.
Yeah. I need your facts for next week. Not now.
You'll get some facts next week. I'll do.
Yeah, a little bit of fun. Yeah. Put some fun football facts in there.
If this takes off as well, we should do like a little facts or quiz show at some point in the future.
Could do a bit of trivia.
Good idea, trivia. Make a competition out of it as well.
Oh, dude, I don't want to have to do any more forfeits.
We'll see how this goes. We can plan ahead.
Yeah. Alright. Next week, obviously, we'll be talking about the Premier League more. I'm so excited for it to be back. Oh my fucking god.
So you kind of can't wait for Saturday. I'm on a stag do this Saturday as well, and unfortunately, as I found out the other day, we set off quite early, so I'm going to be missing the Liverpool Tottenham game early doors, which is a bit sad.
I'm working for it.
Oh no, you missing the game between teams you don't really care about.
I'm working all week. I'm working both days this weekend. So
yeah, you're missing the United game as well, aren't you?
So fucking cheers.
I'm not doing that on the Sunday, except feeling sorry for myself.
Yeah, you're
I'm feeling really hungover.
Anything else you want to add?
No, nothing at all really. I feel like I've covered all bases. Just keep scoring them, boys.
Have a good time.
No blasters.